units you could walk around and like go to different sides. They like bunkers, like it's like
Like a
dorms,
big dorm?
dorms. Like so, you could all you got is a glass to see the other side of the dorm, and you can see people walking down the hallway all day, like the staff walking down the hallway. But this is a dorm.
Like
if
a
riot,
fishbowl.
yeah, if a riot happens, they throwing a tear bomb in there for everybody. Like it's crazy.
Damn.
It's wild.
Well,
Ain't got a moment when they see you down, just know they love it all.
so what part of Florida did you?
I was in Orlando.
Orlando,
I got lost up in Orange County.
Orange County.
Yeah.
Damn, for 8 months.
8 months.
Was it wild down there?
It's
in
wild.
Florida?
It's different wild though. It's like their politics ain't mine, so I just stayed on, I stayed in my cell post and got cool with some old, some old.
Is it a lot of knife play down there?
Knife play. They really got swords. It's like
That's what I heard too.
Swords.
People that been down there.
Yeah,
it's like one of the first things they do. It's almost like even in the counties.
Yeah, and everybody could fight.
Yeah, everybody throwing down.
Everybody could fight.
Damn. So how was it? How many like in the jail you was at? How many like white guys were in there?
Which one?
In Florida.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like you would think it'd be only like black guys, but it was.
I mean, I'm sure it's different counties, right?
Yeah.
Dade County, Miami is
Yeah.
probably different than Northwest Florida and all that. I'm just curious. So what would you say would be like the biggest difference between jail in Boston and Florida from your experience?
All right, Florida, it's more. They more like bossy, like you know what I mean. Like they more about what they gonna say. They're gonna see you. They're gonna see each other on the street and really gonna have like they have different guns. They have different. It's
different laws.
Different laws out there.
Yeah, I'm
so
hip.
they said they're gonna have a shootout. They're gonna really have like. It's different. It's like a lot of real gang members, like Bloods and all these different sets that's out there. Like they flagging, not really like.
Pretty much.
Out here, in Boston and Cambridge, it's like a street.
Right.
Or you rep a project.
Right.
It's not really like
all
gangs.
gangs. There is,
it's
but it's
good,
not all
but it's
gangs.
not all.
Yes,
it's mainly like you from a street. You're
Yeah,
not from a. Yep. You're not from. You're not Blood or Crip, but they're Blood or Crips. Don't get me wrong. There's Bloods and Crips out here and all that other whatever else folks, whatever GDs. But there's mainly in mass. In Boston.
Neighborhoods.
Yeah,
I got you. What did they try to get you like to get down with any gangs? Did they press you?
Nah,
Did test
I'm
you
cool.
at all?
Cause my vibe is cool. I be going there cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you
Just
cool,
be
you know
yourself,
how it
yeah.
is. You've been in jail, so you know how.
If you be yourself,
You seen the
yeah.
first time you was in jail. You like, I know the first time I was going to jail. I was like, oh shit, I don't know. Fuck movies. I was thinking about everything. Out on the street, I'm tough. I'm like, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Only I could think was like, yo, bro. These are the same people, like you've been going, you know what I'm saying, for me, like especially in Boston, these are the same people that I know. I'm gonna know like half of these people. I was cool with everybody on the street. I didn't have no problems like that on the street, so I'm gonna have problems in jail.
Right, exactly. And you're out of state, so you don't have problems that it can even follow you. If you did have problems on the street, they definitely ain't gonna be in Florida.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Especially if you were staying out of trouble with all that.
Yeah.
All right, so where else have you been locked up? Other than Nash, South Bay, Florida, and we got now. I like going through the list.
And I
sometimes.
was locked up. What's that? It's a jail. What's the first jail out here? One of the oldest jails in Mass.
Ash Street. Ash Street. That's the one that's like Dartmouth County.
Yeah, I was in there.
Bedford.
New Bedford, I think.
Right.
Yeah, I was
a lot
out
of
there.
New Bedford guys, Fall River guys.
There. That was weird. Fall River, New Bedford. That one was weird.
Talk to me about it.
You ever seen it?
What's so weird about Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah. It was, it was like that. It was like some crazy stuff. Like it was old. Like you got bars. Like
That's how the old Cambridge jail was with the bars.
The bars they all closed at once. Dude, I was like, oh, this is
like cage bar. You could reach out.
The rats and everything is right.
It was an old building.
That was crazy.
I heard that about. I think like you said, Ash Street was even older. I think my dad was there in like the '90s, dog. So
that's one of the oldest jails in Mass.
Is that what was so weird about it? Was just the physical appearance of it being older, or was it how people moved? How did people move in there?
People moved like they were scared, like mad militant, but like stuff happens like regular jail. But like I never been in jail when you had to check in and sit in a seat and do all this head movement, like for the magnet, like for X-ray, see if you got anything in you and all this. It takes like 2 hours just to get checked in.
Yeah, I
crazy.
started seeing
3
that
hours.
towards the
It was
end.
crazy.
Put your chin on the thing.
They got the box, handcuff box.
Oh, yep, I remember. Yep.
You can't move your hands.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, however,
How
when
they do it,
when you're traveling and all that stuff. So all
traveling
right.
from there to Boston, if you got caught, that's an hour ride.
Yeah, I'm hip. I was in Plymouth, bro, and that was like I'd have to go from Plymouth to Cambridge, and I was in a stop at like Old Colony on the way, or stop in Boston, Nashville, Boston Federal, whatever, and then we didn't get back till 11 that night. It was a long day, bro. Long day. All right,
Come back,
man.
you be all tired, don't want to miss your phone
So
calls.
okay, now you've been locked up a few times. Anywhere else
Nah,
that you
that's
could
it.
talk about?
That's
So
it right now.
what happened, and how did you end up getting locked up way the hell out there in Dartmouth County? Did you get transferred out? Did you get arrested out there? Because you had mentioned Taunton, right? Taunton's part of that county.
Yeah, I think I had a.
Was you doing stuff out there?
Nah, I think it was some petty shit. Like, I think I was out. I think at the time I didn't have a license and I got pulled over without driving, and they still let me go drive. But I had to go to court. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I didn't
So
go.
you was just sitting trial. You didn't do any like you didn't get sentenced out there.
Nah, I
You
didn't get
just had to
sentenced
sit
out there.
for
I
a
was there
little
to
bit.
sit for a little bit until I had to go to court.
Word.
That's it.
Word.
And I got caught on the weekend. So.
And how long has it been since you been out of jail? The last time you was in jail?
We in 2023. I got out in 2021.
Okay, so you've been out a couple years.
Yeah.
Good
It's my
shit.
second year right now.
And you got no open cases.
I got nothing.
Good shit. Good shit. You should
I
be
got
proud of
nothing.
yourself. A lot of people, you know how it is, bro. It's a revolving door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Not
but
over
eventually, some of us it takes a while to learn. So, what are you doing with your life right now? Tell the people what you're doing with yourself. You got these drinks right here.
Yeah, I got these drinks.
Higher levels, juice Mirel, adult beverages.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. Tell me what you're doing with, as far as that's fine. As far as the juices, why like marijuana infused products? Why did?
All right. So me and my girl now, like my girl, shout out Lila. You know what I'm saying? Me and her, we go to after parties and stuff like that. So everyone was selling weed. Everybody was doing this and that. I was like, yo, how can we make money going to these parties? Like, I'm not just trying to go to parties and be
That you
buying
already
drinks and being the person like spending my money. So I was just like, we're gonna buy some weed and we're gonna figure out how to make it into liquid. And then I did all this research and I figured out how to make it into liquid, bought a machine, did everything.
Yeah, walk me through that process. That was actually one of my questions. How do we go from the flower that we smoke to that? What's in that bottle?
You have to make tincture. It's tincture. This is in this bottle. It's
Okay.
tincture. Basically, I turned the weed into liquid form, and it's called tincture.
And what's that process? You
You
melt it?
You have to decarb it, and then you have to put it in the machine. I don't want to tell you about all my secrets.
Right. Got you.
But have to
No,
put it-
whatever.
You have to put it in the machine. The machine turns it into the machine I have turns it into a liquid form.
Okay, and then it
You
comes
have
out of liquid form.
And then you have to like take the weed stays in there, obviously, and you have to squeeze all the liquid out into bottles, like into a bottle. Then I just,
And then that's obviously not the final product. Then what you hit it with flavors?
hit it. Yeah, my girl makes juice. We do we do fresh. We do concentrated, and we don't I don't only do like
dope.
I don't just do weed products only.
You do other
everything I do with weed. I do natural. Like
Okay.
without weed, we do baths. We do creams. We do everything.
Nice.
Like, a lot of
Where
stuff.
can people find your product? You got a website?
You can go to right now. The website it's in progress, but right now you can just go to Instagram. You can follow me at Juice Man Higher Levels.
And I'm gonna link that. I'm gonna link your Instagram page in the description and the comments and all that stuff too. And so how long you been doing that for?
This is like the 4th year with this juice, and then the first year I had a bottle that was 8 ounces, like literally like this. I started off small, and then I went to 10, and then now we at 12. We're gonna stay at 12, 1,000 milligrams in here. So like,
Okay.
I sell them for $20 to get 1,000 milligrams. You know what I mean?
That's dope. That's
And I got
dope,
7
bro.
flavors, 7 different flavors. I got coffees now. I got a coffee line coming out that's infused
That's
too.
dope. I fuck with
Cold
coffee
brew
heavy.
coffee. I got tea.
That's dope.
And I got a pink drink. I don't know if I really want to bring it out yet, but I got a pink drink. And I got a new flavor coming out too.
Okay. How do you go about like choosing what flavors? How many flavors do you
Cause
got?
my customers, I started off with 7 flavors. Like
Okay.
the drinks I like. I was like, I like that drink. I like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Me and my girl, we start with 7 flavors we like. And then the new flavor that I got coming out is pomegranate, right? I got pomegranate. That was one of my customers. He was
Okay.
like, yo, you should make a pomegranate drink.
I fuck
Da-da-da-da.
with pomegranates.
So I made a pomegranate drink, and he was the first one to try. I gave a couple people the sample of it, and they like
That's
it. So
dope.
I'm
That's dope.
about to brand it, make it.
That's dope. So, all right, so you do So you could do like healthy juices and stuff too?
Yeah, healthy
like,
juices. We do like, if you want to clean your liver.
Yeah,
we do
the cleanses, right?
We do spiritual baths. We do money baths. We do.
All right, walk me through that. What is a spiritual bath? You pouring this on your
No,
body?
nah. Spiritual bath, like my girl gets like, she gets like herbs and she gets
Okay.
like roots and she gets like stuff and she puts it in a jar and then you have to literally take a bath in it. Literally,
Okay.
that's it. It's like spiritual. Like,
And it's
you got-
the scents
yeah,
and
the
stuff and
scents and you
everything.
just take the aroma and everything. Just sitting there like a hot bath and let the steam.
That's dope.
You know, vibe out, smoke a blunt,
That's
turn the
dope.
lights off, candles.
So how many, like, if someone drinks one of these,
It depends.
they're gonna be. It's gonna depend on their
It
tolerance.
depends on your tolerance. Me, I drink these. This is my juice. I drink this. I'm the juice man. I drink these. But I have a good sleep every night. Somebody that doesn't drink them as much as me, or don't smoke as much,
Right.
will feel it.
Now, is it sugar in here? Do you have artificial sweeteners?
No, it's this one is the concentrated. This is a concentrated one.
Okay.
Like the natural ones, those are strictly natural fruits, natural everything, like
Okay.
cold pressed, like nothing's,
Nice.
no added sugar.
Now,
nothing.
do we have
Even the
like
coffee.
strictly like CBD ones? Because I know some people,
I know people
do
they-
like edibles and stuff like
I've
that
been
just
thinking
for
about
the
bringing
CBD.
the CBD ones out. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Mm-hmm.
that's a lot of work. Like, I want to make sure this is really going.
Right.
It's starting to. I got clothes. You know what I'm saying? I got my own merch. If y'all, you know what
Oh
I'm
hell
saying?
yeah!
Got my own merch and stuff like
Do you
that.
have same thing? Hit the Instagram
Yeah,
up
hit
for
the
the
Instagram
merch.
for the merch. I got stickers.
What about any like locally? I know people do a lot of events and are you doing
Okay.
anything like
I got a-
locally around
yeah, I
here
was about to
coming
tell
up?
you,
Talk to me
I
about
got an
that.
event August 24th.
Tell the people
I got a-
where it's at.
I got an
what-
event August
What's it called? Who
24th.
you gonna be doing it with?
All right, I got an event August 24th. I'm gonna be doing it with Powerline, and I got a couple I got like 15 to 20 vendors. I'm still looking for vendors. So if you want to show your products, it don't have to just be weed. It could be anything. You can come sell it. It's gonna be gated. We got security. We got everything. Everything's gonna be safe. I'm not trying to put the address out yet. You can find me on Instagram, and you'll get the address. And the address is on the flyer. The flyer's out there, but I don't know how to put it on here yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. No, that's fair. That's fair. That's dope, bro.
But it's called pre-carnival pop-up shop, hosted by Powerline and High Levels.
Now you smoke weed
I
as
smoke
well.
weed, yeah.
Do you have any interest in trying to get into the flower game?
I got flour.
Where you see yourself in 5 years,
I got
too?
flour. I got my company. The company I do business with. Their logo's on the bottom of this bottle. It's called Powerline. So
Yep.
I get flour from. I got flour all the time. But I'm the juice man. I promote the flour at the pop-ups and I post
Okay.
the flour on Instagram. You can get flour from me too, but
Okay.
come get juice.
Absolutely.
I got good
absolutely.
flour too. I got good za. I got
Word.
good numbers.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see your business in 5
5 years,
years?
I'm trying-
Well,
I'm trying to-
ideally, you know?
Oh, 5 years, I'm trying to have like a store, like a high level
A physical.
store. You could come get everything.
Where would you want to do that? Right in Boston? Do you have any ideas
I don't
on
know
location
exactly
yet?
where location at, but me and my girl, we working on a social consumption. She's
Word.
in the class right now. So social consumption, if people don't know, is like we're trying to get licensed in Mass so people could go like we're here, where we at, and
Word.
smoke like legally.
Word. So that's dope that you were able to switch like what was like an illicit, even though like weed is legal now too, but you know, all that other stuff, you know, the Class B and all that stuff, whatever, but it's more that mentality, right? Like to be an entrepreneur, you gotta have that mentality, right? And I feel like that's dope that those skills transition over into entrepreneurship. And that's why I want to bring you on too, because a lot of people would have this defeated attitude sometimes, like, oh, I'm an ex-con, I can't get a job. Hey, yeah, you can. There's jobs out there. You may be cut off from certain jobs, but okay, you can't get a job. You could be an entrepreneur. You could do something, bro.
These people are lying. People are lying. They can't get a job.
They
I got a job.
Right.
I got a regular job. I work in production. I
Right.
climb. I rig. I climb.
Right.
I make good money doing that, but that's not my dream. This
Right.
is my dream right here.
And they
This is
didn't
it
give
right
you no
here.
background check or
No
anything
background
crazy
check.
like that.
I'm good, my boy.
So like that whole like, oh, it's so hard is like you making
It's
it
'cause you
harder.
being lazy.
Yeah, you
You
only
wanna-
need one yes for a job,
Yeah,
right? You
one
just
ti-
ask
one job.
1,000, bro.
Before I worked at the production, I was at a burger spot. I was
So
still
you've
doing
always
this juice
been
thing.
into that entrepreneur shit. Like you said you had a burger. You was
No, I was
working at a
working at a
burger.
burger
Oh,
spot.
right. Oh, okay.
I wish I had
I
a
was gonna
burger
say,
spot.
yeah, damn. That's why I didn't know that.
Before I was doing the production, I was working at Smash Burger.
Okay. So yeah, anyway, and it's always easier to get a job when you have a job, right? You use jobs just like jobs use you as a stepping stone or anything like that, just to get some funds in your pocket because maybe you want to put it into an entrepreneur. So like, what kind of advice would you give somebody who's maybe just got out of jail and they're thinking about like, man, I want to be an entrepreneur, and they have a gift or something they want to pursue? You got any advice for somebody like that?
Okay, I got good advice. I be telling my friends, there's things I tell my friends, yo, if you want to do something, yo, brand it. Don't just play around with it. Like, I spent all my money into this. Like, everything goes into my kids, me, and my juice company. Like, I don't skip a beat with it. Like, you have to brand it. If you wanna sell weed, let's use weed right now. If you wanna sell weed and you just got weed, brand that weed. Like, give it a name, give it life. Like, if you wanna take pictures, get a logo and show. If you wanna cook, show some videos of you cooking, show some pictures. I have to go hard with it. You can't be like, oh, nobody looked at it today. Yo, my Instagram is like very selective. You like look at my Instagram like, oh, he ain't following a lot of people. He don't got a lot of followers because I don't choose to follow everybody. It's like, I don't care about the fame and just
more quality too over quality, like as far as followers go too. You can have a bunch of people who don't even look at your shit.
Before Instagram, I was already selling the juice. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Instagram. But before Instagram and before all this Snapchat and all this, I was already selling. I was already known.
Yeah.
I was out in the street already. I already had a name for another way. So now when I flipped it, it's like, oh, he does this. Like now when I tell people, oh, I only got weed and juice, they're like, but hey.
Yeah.
And then they come buy something and we good.
That's it. So, take it from a man who's been doing it. You want to definitely brand.
You know what I'm saying?
Your
brand
product.
it. It's all about branding. I did it right here. You see the logo.
That's it.
Brand it.
Now, what about do you like get discouraged sometimes? Like maybe businesses but what do you say to someone who's like, oh man, I've been doing this for 3 months and I haven't made anything yet?
Keep on going.
Keep going. That's why I like this book, right? The Power of One More. And it's always like you're one more move away from changing your whole life. You're one more pop-up event. You're one more interview away. One more rap from getting those muscles you want. Keep going. Don't ever stop. Don't ever quit. Fall in love with the journey too, because a lot of people just focus so much on the outcome. If you're falling in love with the journey and you're doing it, you have a passion for stuff, you know what I mean, and just fall in love with that.
And it's not all about all the money. It's like you said, fall in love with. I'm in love with this. This is my baby.
So you like when you're selling stuff, like I feel like
I'm
even
happy
me
when
with
I make
fitness,
this.
I don't feel like sometimes you feel shameful trying to sell something to somebody, but it's
don't.
I live by this stuff. I love this stuff. It's like when you do sell to someone, it doesn't feel like they're in your pockets trying to get your money. It's like you more like, yeah, I want to give you my money. I'm trying to get, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's because you can stand by it, bro.
I go to at work. I'm gonna use my work. So he said, when I go to work, I be like, you want some juice? I can say the same thing to the same person 5 times. They'll laugh and they end up buying it. They know me. They know I'm gonna ask this when I come because you never know.
So that's another thing too. It's when you're an entrepreneur and have your own thing going. It's 24/7.
24/7, no matter where I go. Like, you see, you got juice. I'm gonna give you some stickers in a second.
That.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I appreciate that. Well, all right, man. Before I let you go, man, let's give one more thing for maybe somebody just touched down and they struggling. They always in and out. What kind of advice would you give to that person?
Yo, stay down. Stay 10 toes down. Remember, when you go to jail, it's only you on that ID. The street, your hood, whoever you thought was out there when you was out there. If they not sending you nothing. I bet you they're not even answering the phone. What's the point? What's the point? And you come holler at me. I got some space. I need some delivery drivers. You got an ID. I mean, you got a license. I need some delivery drivers. It's getting real. Come holler at me. I'm down.
That's dope. Yeah, for real. That's dope. Yeah, I appreciate that because we definitely trying to help people, get it out and get some work and all that stuff.
You know what I mean? We can make a juice together. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. Yo, I appreciate you for pulling up. Guys, this is the Bounce Back. I'm your host, Bobby. My guy, Rel, pulled through.
Sir.
Thank you. Make sure you follow him on Instagram. It is what it is. What's next is what you make it. We out of here. Peace.
Bounce back, ain't got a moment.